All right. It says we're live.
Yeah, nice. All right, if you'd like to keep, hell, I don't know, send money.
The roof on.
Roof on, yeah.
Windy today.
Roof on will work.
Coffee.
If you would like to be nice to the guys that supply us with coffee so people remain unstabulated, talk to these guys. King Harv Imperial Coffees at www.kingharv.com. Be sure you let them know you heard about it from us. Because coffee.
Yeah.
Among the Leaves Tees, tinyurl.com, Among the Leaves Tees for all your snarky t-shirt needs.
Well, we've been discussing military. Today is Veterans Day.
Armistice Day, Veterans Day.
Armistice Day, yeah. If you have not heard it, go listen. The recording from the Imperial War Museum is out there.
Oh, the 11th day, 11th month, or 11th.
11th
Yeah.
hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, and the
Yeah.
guns go silent.
Yep.
And it is absolutely eerie to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually heard it. The Imperial War Museum had an auditorium and they played it when Chris and I visited. And that is, you hear this distant crump, 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 artillery. Everybody, well, I suppose not everybody. Artillery in the distance makes a distinctive noise.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it doesn't, it peters off and then it's quiet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Victory Day. And we do have a package we got from Richard, who is not on here yet, surprisingly.
Kane Cosmetic. That makes me nervous.
Yeah. Soup.
Apparently, spicy sausage soup, which makes me nervous. 2 packages of spicy sausage soup. Bibigo. Looks like Korean letters,
Yeah.
so there's giggling coming from over there.
The peanut gallery is laughing at us as usual. Cedar, sadly, is not here today. She is not feeling well.
Apparently, she's hacking up a lung.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That and the song, the band played Waltzing Matilda for the Aussies.
You didn't want to eat spicy Korean sausage. Okay. My spice tolerance.
Thank you, Richard, by the way.
Yeah, thank you very much. My spice tolerance was built by a Cajun father in West Africa.
Yeah.
Oriental heat is a weird spice profile for me. It's a weird flavor profile.
Yeah.
It's
totally different than African
or
peppers.
or Cajun.
Yeah.
Which is Cajun, Mexican, African, all have a certain commonality.
Yeah.
Then you get off into the Asian peppers, and that the pepper profile that the flavors they build around their spicy is odd to me. So
Yeah. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about military, about Veterans Day. The number of people that were lost, first of all. They if you go back and look at it, 9 million dead, overall war dead. 21 million wounded.
this is World War I, by the way.
Yeah, World War I only. 117,000 American dead. 5,700,000 estimated civilian dead. That was just in the First World War. A generation lost to England, to France, to Germany, to Austria, to Australia, and New Zealand. We did not lose an entire generation. Well, we lost 117,000 people. That's a lot of bodies, folks. The other thing is, and we were kind of going back and forth about this morning, the people that never get thanked are the families.
Oh.
the ones that get left behind, that have to stay home, or that wander the world with their husbands or their wives
And their children.
and their children. Yes.
13 different grade schools.
Yeah.
So
Only 13.
13 different grade schools.
Yeah.
So,
It's a different world for the families. And
It's a different world for everybody.
well, yeah, but especially for the families.
Yeah.
And it's even worse when in the middle of deployment you find out that you're going to a different base when you come back. So you don't come back to where you were.
I always felt sorry for the young brides.
Yeah.
Their husbands being at combat arms. We didn't in the 80s, we didn't have women in combat arms. The husbands knew what they're signing on for. The wives fell in love, got married, and then
It's like, oh shit.
yeah. Tom was crying in Norwegian. We were talking about spices. That's okay, Tom. I got ranch dressing.
Yeah.
We got your spice level covered. We have some ranch dressing here somewhere.
Yeah. And we have and Tom makes a good point, the Gold Star mothers.
Yep.
And the Gold Star wives. Their husbands or their significant others, in some cases, the females have died, didn't come back. That leaves a hell of a hole.
Mm-hmm. I remember it used to be, I don't know if we still do it, when we retired, when somebody retired back in my day,
Yeah.
There was always during the retirement ceremony, the wives always got flowers.
Yeah.
And a thank you from the unit.
Yep. That
I
still
know.
happens,
Does it still happen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
at least on the Navy side. The other thing is we were kind of batting around this morning in one of the groups. The fact that if you stayed 20 years, you ended up in multiple wars. And the reason I bring this up is it kind of plays into something else that I've been thinking about. If you were a young guy in World War One and survived, a lot of those folks ended up in World War Two. It's leadership. So they went from cannon fodder to leadership.
And a whole different war.
And a whole different war. World War II, cannon fodder to mid-grade in Korea.
To command in Vietnam.
To command in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Vietnam to the first Gulf War.
The first Gulf War to the Long War.
To the Long Gulf War, yeah. But the other thing that occurs is we constantly have people fighting the last war. And the more I think about it, the more I think this might be one of the reasons. Because, yes, they're fighting the last war because that was the one they knew.
That's the one they know. That's the one they grew up in.
That's the one they grew up in. And they were cannon fodder, so they didn't want to repeat what they had gone through. But they still went through it.
Mm.
So they're always fighting the last war. And I and a few other folks know Colonel Potter was not unique. No.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't.
How hard it is to change Navy tactics, techniques, and procedures because of what you find or what you discover. Because any community is resistant to change.
Watching my cavalry from the 80s, the last cavalry war was the first Gulf, was Desert Storm. That was a heck of a cavalry dust up. The GWAT has not been a cavalry battle.
No.
Or cavalry war at all.
But you think about it, who was the guy that was at 73 Easting?
Which one?
The tank commander, Major General.
I don't give me the line.
Anyway, he was there for the first go around. Second go around, he was senior.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a bunch of, I will say, questionable decisions because he was reacting to what he saw in the first Gulf War, not what was going on in the second.
Coffee delivers burger. You got coffee? There's coffee delivered.
Oh, that's Dipper got coffee.
Oh,
Yeah, GWAT devolved into a by name war. Yeah.
GWAT turned into a spec ops war when it shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Too many line commanders were terrified of losing men, so they were defaulting to special forces or SOCOM when they didn't have to. There was no reason for a lot of those
No.
SOCOM house to house or special forces house to house when you've got a perfectly good infantry unit right there. But they didn't want to. They didn't want to risk their. There's a lot of risk averseness in GWAT.
And that's something else. You know, the zero defect mentality that we have today. You know, we did not have that in Vietnam. We did not have that in the first Gulf War. All of it was coming then. We had people who were operational commanders who were more concerned about getting the operations done than they were about getting the paperwork done. In the first Gulf War, we were starting to see the beginning of the paperwork, you know, checks in the block. And a lot of that really went back to Vietnam, to McNamara and the body counts, which were total bullshit, as anybody that was there knows. Yeah.
The speaking of cavalry, I really think that cavalry right now, as it stands, horse cavalry might come back, but the big days of mechanized cavalry, I think, are gone for a while.
Yeah.
Ukraine, drone warfare in Ukraine is proving that mechanized cavalry is not that good of an idea anymore. I don't know. I don't know if they'll come back. Horse cavalry, light, nimble. We saw that in Afghanistan, still good.
Yep.
It's some parts of Ukraine, horse cavalry is still, well, I guess probably more like mounted infantry is being used. But clank on a tank, no.
Armor.
Age of drone warfare, it's not a good idea.
Yeah, Rick, ROEs are insane again. ROEs have been stupid since day two.
ROEs in general are stupid.
They're always written to protect the higher ups, never to protect the troops actually in the field.
They're written to cover somebody's butt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not the way to prosecute a war. Russia, Ukraine, both using motorcycle units, yes, and horse units.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's some farmers really pissed because the horses are getting requisitioned.
Yeah, requisition. That's one word for it. But I can tell you how stupid the Navy was getting about paperwork. I had retired and gone back to work for the Navy doing some project stuff. And I was out in Hawaii meeting with the chief of staff, who happened to be an old friend. And he was absolutely cussing because it was the end of the quarter. And they had just gotten tasking for an operational set of missions. And he had a squadron CO refuse to take it because it would mess up his paperwork.
Get out. You're fired.
Well, that CO was ranked 6 of 6 and got shoved out the door.
You refuse a lawful order. Get out.
Well, he did not refuse it, but his stated fact was, if I take the op, it'll screw up all my paperwork.
You're refusing. Either shut up and take the op, or don't.
Yeah.
Make up your mind. Farmers use those T-72s they grabbed early in the war. Yeah, but they don't run. They're Russian. They don't run.
I'm still trying to figure out how the hell the one ended up in Louisiana.
Right?
Yeah. That was a nice one. But the other thing is the kids, and I use that term loosely. Again, we were talking this morning, and it devolved into what year did you come in and when did you retire? And a bunch of us came in early 70s, late 60s, And finally, one of the kids, and I use that term loosely, went, "Damn, y'all are old." He says, "I didn't even come in until 2000, and I've already been retired 5 years." Yeah. And that was the general consensus. Fuck you. Yeah.
It's like the young deputy that looked at me and said, "Gee, Lieutenant, you're older than my dad."
We also knew his dad.
His dad worked for us.
Yeah.
No, find it amusing that the old timers talking to Mike Burke, who's retired as a sergeant major, E9,
Yeah.
E9 Marine Corps, and he went in well after I did.
Yeah.
And he's an old hat. Right here I was. I think he went in early or mid 90s, and I went in 85.
Yeah.
Talking about Cold War, the kids look like dogs trying to figure out a math problem.
Yeah. Kermit, I quit flying as a special crewman when the pilots had been born after I retired. I said, "Okay, I'm done." Yeah, you had 18 years in. I had a few more than that. But the other thing is, speaking of Marines and sergeant majors, a friend of mine was in a Marine squadron that left for deployment out of Beaufort. And mid-deployment, we're told they were coming back to Miramar. Not an option. So the entire squadron, wives, kids, had to move from the East Coast to the West Coast.
God bless military spouses.
Yeah. And the sister squadron's sergeant major basically had his entire crew, entire enlisted in the entire squadron, do a quote unquote 5-day safety stand down to go over and pack everybody out. They got all the wives packed out, got the girlfriends packed out that were going, packed out the single guys, put everything on the transport, and away they went. And then he had to do the same thing
I can't
for the
imagine.
squadron that was transferring from Miramar into Beaufort.
I can't imagine moving an entire unit
Oh, we did it.
worth of dependents. I'll go back out in the field.
Yeah. Well, a mutual friend of ours that we actually met through Jana. They moved from
Which ones?
Mariah moved from Washington State to San Diego,
Oh, yeah.
back to Washington State.
Marion McNeely. So
Marion.
Yeah, or Marion.
Marion McNeely, yeah.
Yeah, back and forth. And hubby was never there.
No, the number of my spouses, and again, 80s combat arms, no women. So the wives, the number of pissed off wives that my poor dumb butt had to deal with.
Yeah.
Why is the army? I don't know. Needs of the army. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
We just came back from Germany. I can't go back. I don't know what to tell you, sweetheart.
Yeah, Rick, it was an interesting screw up, basically, is what it was. But what they were trying to do was consolidate aircraft types. The 7th Army moved from Germany to SIL while they were deployed to Kuwait. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, okay. Something a little more cheerful, and I just forgot what I was going to talk about.
Couldn't have been that good.
I had something more cheerful, and now I don't remember what it was.
Go back to the Korean sausages.
Go back to Korean sausages. Okay. I'm guessing these are microwave, and there's a lump. I don't feel many lumps in here. I'm not sure I'm not sure.
Probably has one piece of sausage in it. somewhere.
Right. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And it distresses me somewhat that the entire ingredient list is in Korean, which I do not
You
speak.
are not opening that in the shop.
I'm not eating it.
We're not opening it in the shop. We're not microwaving it in the shop. No. It is not happening.
I wonder if it's halal.
No telling.
This product may explode.
Seriously?
Okay.
It says the product may explode. All right, cool. It may explode. It's going out somewhere else.
Yeah.
I like my angry putty planned.
Hood. Yeah. Yeah. RK. There are a number of names for Fort Hood. And I don't think Hoot's one of them.
Oh God, Fort Hood. When I OJT'd over to Scouts from support from gunsmith to Scouts, one of the first things I had to do was there was a dirt road tank track. Everybody knows what a tank trail is, right? Tank trail. And then we had pulled off, and I had to guard where we had pulled off from the tank trail. I had to challenge everybody. Nobody showed up. But at about 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours in, I heard all the tracks fire up. And then the noise gradually went away. And I was sitting there, and that's when I discovered, when it got dark and I built a fire, that the rocks on Fort Hood will explode. They're limestone with a high water content, and they will explode.
Yeah. Oh, RK. That had to be fun. Now, the question was, how many of them use their actual names?
Shit. How many of them remember their actual names? The first national convention of the Army Counterintelligence Special Agent Association. The first they admit to.
Yeah. Still thought of as mentors. That could be good or bad. Yes.
I'm just going to leave that one. But no, the rocks on Fort Hood, every plant on Fort Hood has spines or stickers or spikes. Every animal on Fort Hood likes the taste of young soldiers. Then I found out the rocks explode.
Made your whole day, didn't it?
Oh, what made the whole day was after dark, when I was sitting a good distance away from my fire, thinking about putting up a lean-to, and this Jeep, kids, ask your parents, pulled up and first sergeant went, "Get in."
No comment.
I was new, and everybody thought I belonged to somebody else, so they left my ass.
It happens.
Yep, it happens. One of those things.
We might have left somebody in Australia.
When you leave somebody in a different hemisphere, that's a whole different kettle of fish than leaving them guarding the tank trail.
Yeah. And then there was the E6 that mysteriously missed his aircraft connection, got on a different airplane, and went, instead of going to Japan, went to the Philippines.
And how much alcohol was involved?
He claims none.
Bullshit.
We all went, Well, his nickname happened to be PI.
E6.
Yeah.
I didn't touch a drop of alcohol. You got a rocker. Of course you touch alcohol.
Yeah.
You got to be drunk to sit through the board.
And he didn't report in for a week after he got there. And then when he did report in, he reported in a QB, which
ran out of beer.
He ran out of money. And the squadron had to fly down from Japan to get his ass.
Uh-huh.
And strangely enough, the airplane broke for another 3 days.
Strangely.
Yeah.
For Memorial Day, Jim's got a military science fiction series you should buy in honor of Veterans Day. Ractor Press has multiple military science fiction anthologies you should buy in honor of Veterans Day.
The big one being one of them.
Yeah. Every bit of money that you send us will go to the coffee fund to buy us coffee.
It's important.
It keeps people unstimulated.
RK, I cannot see you being low key. Maybe you were, but yeah, I don't see you being low key. No, doesn't quite fit your profile.
Do they still have MAT, military air transport, where if you're active duty, you can grab a ride somewhere?
Yeah, Space A still exists.
Still exists. MAT, as we used to call it, MAT. I did that once.
Now it's ATC.
Is it?
Yeah.
I did that once because if you happen to be on the C5, and
God, yes, Dipper. No, you do not want to get one of those pieces of shit.
Still there. Coffee with blanket fort. Right. So my one and only time I'd heard stories about you grab a MAT flight. It's free and they'll get you there. If your C5 happens to get moved, you can ride that thing for damn near your entire pass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I had a week-long pass. I got one day because I went places.
Yeah.
And then I went another place, wasn't where I was supposed to go, and twiddled my thumbs. And the air crew started feeling sorry for me and let me have a sandwich out of whatever the hell they have on a C5.
Differs. There are a number of
Road trip coffee. Okay. What sort of road trip coffee? Do you want Keurig K-cups, or you want pre-ground, or do you want to grind your own?
worst comes to worst. I would say Folgers Instant.
Shutters.
Well, I'm sorry, but that happens to be better than most of the instant out there.
That's a low bar, Jim. That's a really low
It's better
bar.
than Nescafe,
I understand it. That's okay.
but if for okay, no instant. I get it.
Thank you. Quite honestly, if you're looking for coffee, you can run into Walmart and buy. The community club is probably
Yeah, community club breakfast blend. Actually, any of the community clubs. Watch out for the community club chicory.
it's an acquired taste.
It's-
I love it, but it's acquired.
It's A, acquired, and B, strong.
Wide Awake Coffee Company makes really good coffee, but it's not in a lot of stores. If you go to a store, you can find Wide Awake Coffee Company. Their donut blend is
Yeah.
great. The artist formerly known as Black Rifle Coffee. Yes, used to be called a gunpowder blend. I don't know what it's called now, but it was actually decent. It was actually decent, drinkable instant coffee.
Yeah.
Again, low bar.
Yeah, Tom, I do the same thing. Yeah, a case a month is about right.
That's almost
Community is. I mean, if you've got to run into a store, head for the community coffee section. I don't know if for store bought community coffee is great. Wide Awake Coffee Company, if it's in the store, it's probably, I think it's better, but that's
Yeah.
again low bar. Quite honestly, if we're traveling, I will take a Ziploc bag
Take
I've
a
got-
Ziploc bag of the good stuff.
of the good stuff.
Okay. I will see you Thursday
all
morning.
right. I'll see.
And I like to settle on a brand that can run consistent.
You're gonna run away?
Yeah, I've got a Walmart order showing up and Deesh is out of the bank. So I have to
Bye.
get home so I can go catch
As long as
it.
you at the
So
bank, it's
Bank's closed today.
he needs the ATM.
Oh,
Oh,
He doesn't go in a bank. God forbid these would go in anywhere. So, but he's not at the house, so I have to
Okay.
go with him. So
go have fun.
I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah, I like consistency in my coffee.
Yep.
So I settle on a brand that I can run into Walmart and look for community club or Wide Awake Coffee Company, and I know what I'm going to get.
Yeah.
Coffee is one of those things. If I'm traveling, I don't mind experimenting at home, but if I'm traveling and stressed out anyway, I don't want to make a cup of coffee and find out it's unicorn tier foo
Yeah.
coffee. That annoys me.
What I would do is use the coffee pot, quote, in the hotel, but just not put any coffee in it and use your instant. Use it to get the water hot, pour your instant in, and you got coffee.
King Harv's and Arbuckle Coffee Company have ruined me.
Yeah.
King Harv's. Greg gave me a bag of Ethiopian, which is and he gave me a shit ton of Ethiopia. I'm almost out.
Yeah.
Don't buy me more. But King Harv's makes really good coffee. Unlike some other places, you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
There are other coffee companies that you can't tell when you can't tell the difference. All of their medium coffees, unless they put foo unicorn tears in it, all their medium roast coffees pretty much taste the same. All of their dark roast pretty much taste the same. Charbucks is the same way. The only coffee they have that actually has a body to it is their Komodo Dragon blend.
Yeah. Kermit, I figure there's enough heat in there. It'll take care of the other things that have been put in that coffee pot.
So King Harv's, you can actually tell. I mean, you can go the geisha or the Ethiopian or the Mind Eraser. They're all medium roast, but they taste different.
Yeah.
And you can tell there's different beans in there. They're Kenyans and they're Kenyans and they're Tanzanians. You can tell they're different. Both medium roast, but they taste different.
Yeah.
Black Rifle, it all tastes like medium roast coffee.
Yeah. Well, I will admit I've never gotten a joint out of a coffee pot. I have had friends that have had that happen in hotels.
Why would you put a joint in a coffee pot?
They were apparently trying to hide it.
No. I have a Melita pour over. Well, some version of Melita pour over, a little thing that sits on top of your.
Yeah.
And use blotter paper filters, which makes the best coffee. I've never gotten I love French press, but I've never gotten the hang of it. Rita and Lisa make a hell of good French press coffee. I've never gotten the hang of it.
Blue Mountain is good. I hadn't thought about an AeroPress, Tom. That's a good point.
AeroPress. I've never tried one. Sounds interesting. I've got an electric kettle, which every adult should have an electric kettle somewhere. I don't understand. If you're civilized, you should have an electric kettle. Electric kettle and electric skillet.
Yeah.
Drive on. Electric kettle and 2 tablespoons in a Melita, and I make my coffee. I make Rita's coffee.
Well, I've drank coffee off airplanes before, so
Yeah, no kidding.
hotel coffee's not.
If I'm at the stage I need caffeine, I'll drink whatever coffee pops up. And there have been some. Marriott needs to fire their coffee procurer unless they've upgraded in the last year or so.
They use Starchucks, which
Starbucks?
Yeah.
I have survived on 4 a.m. midnight cop coffee. It's all burned. It's all nasty. And it's all brewed by Neanderthals that don't realize that we do not require 1 3/4 cups of ground coffee in the basket to brew a carafe of coffee.
Yeah.
I strongly dislike opening the drip coffee maker and finding the little white filter thing with only that much space between the top of the coffee and the top of the filter. You're not making the coffee any stronger or any better.
See, now that's the difference in the Navy. The coffee never got that old.
Yeah.
Because everybody drank coffee 24/7. Well, I take that back. We used to. The kids today seem to not drink much coffee.
How odd.
Yeah, it is odd.
Weird.
Well, they're a weird bunch anyway.
No kidding. I have a dedicated spoon for measuring my coffee. I have a dedicated coffee mug where I know that the coffee has to go to. So my dedicated spoon, get my coffee into the Melita, pour till I hit the level in the mug, 2 packets of sweetener and some evaporated milk, and I'm good.
I just plug mine in and set it the night before.
If I would allow myself to drink more coffee, I'd probably do that.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to I'm trying to gently break. I'm down to 1 or 2 cups mugs. I have a mug a little bigger than this. I'm not kidding. I'm down to 2 of those in the morning, which is making my doctor great happy noises. Because apparently I had to keep track of my coffee consumption there for a while, and his eye twitched. When he got the report, his eye twitched.
I'm glad I've never been asked officially.
Why do I put stuff in my coffee? Because I survived for 26 years on Midnight Cop coffee, which was burnt and too damn strong anyway. So if I don't put some sort of creamer in my coffee, I get acid reflux and indigestion like you would not believe. The milk, I don't like the milk, but it's there so that I can keep drinking the coffee.
About the only thing I'll ever put in coffee is a little bit of salt occasionally, just to knock down some of the bitterness.
You should drink it just straight. But again, out of survival, I would drink what was left in the coffee in the dispatch office. And it was always, like I said, way too strong and burnt.
Yeah.
It had been sitting on the burner for 8 hours. And I can smell burnt coffee these days, and I start getting heartburn.
Yeah, Greg, 12 cups in the morning. I'm down to 14, but yeah. But I don't put anything in it.
I put 1 pack of stevia, 1 packet of monk fruit because it hits the sugar profile, and then evaporated milk because I'm a child of Africa, and that's what I expect. And just enough so that I can drink it. It doesn't give me heartburn and acid indigestion.
Well, there's a reason. Hey, Bill, there's a reason I don't offer people coffee at supper, because it's Cajun coffee.
I drink it.
You would drink it, but I'd be getting phone calls at 3:00 in the morning going, "You son of a bitch, I'm still awake."
Nope. Not for me.
And Lisa's sitting there laughing at
Well,
me.
why wouldn't any coffee do that?
Because I've got off the charts ADD, and when I drink coffee, it puts me to sleep.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
My nephews do that too. Yeah.
I had a wife after I told her that it was Cajun coffee. She didn't need to have more than 1 cup. Drink 3 cups at one of my parties. And she literally called at 3:00 in the morning and bitched at me.
You hung up, I hope.
Yes.
I used to drink it back when I got back into coffee. It was an Army thing, and I would drink it in the field. And they were making cowboy coffee.
Yeah,
they would, and they were using nasty ass Folgers. And they had a wash tub, and they'd fill it, X number of cans of Folgers cans. Ask your parents, and then boil it. Pour cold water and then scoop it right in the silver bullet. And I would get the first pull off the silver bullet. And that was the best coffee. No sugar, no creamer, no nothing. Like I said, I love midnight shift. I hate midnight shift coffee because the kids these days, I say these days, back 10, 15 years ago didn't know how to make coffee. They would put this much coffee into literally, they would fill this full of coffee. The filter in a drip coffee maker, there would be that much space between the top of the coffee and they thought that's good coffee. No, it's not.
Yeah.
You're wasting coffee.
Nancy Cafe Du Monde, Chicory is good. Also, French Market is good, and Community Club is good. Also, King Harv's has a good Cajun.
Yes,
chicory
they
blend.
do. They have a New Orleans blend that's
Yeah.
But and then when they dragged me kicking and screaming to the dark side, i.e., admin.
Yeah.
After promising me I'd never have to do paperwork, I wanted to have to do paperwork. And Jim can attest because he was in my office.
Yeah.
And I would brew an entire pot of coffee and start drinking it so I could focus enough.
And I'd have to fight to get one damn cup out of it.
Focus enough to read the crap that the kids were sending.
Yeah.
Actually, and this was not a joke, I actually got a incident report written in leet speak. Remember that?
Yeah.
Lost my damn mind.
I'll never forget. We had a person apply for a receptionist job at the company I worked for in DC. Her entire resume looked like a text file,
Oh God.
as in LOL, all the abbreviations. And she wondered why she didn't get the job.
I punted that back with a try again. I had a stamp.
Yeah.
Try again.
Didn't have that, but thank God I didn't have to deal with them.
Well, I was. Lisa is fleeing.
Forgive me for not saluting with my right hand.
It's all right.
See ya.
See ya. We just lost Lisa. No, it's written in friggin' leet speak.
Yeah.
Oh, I was pissed. I was furious, and I actually called his sergeant because I thought it was a joke. Wasn't a joke. God, I was mad. Hey, the kid, he was 21 or 22 years old, didn't understand why I was mad. And it's like, this is going to be read in open court, dude. Why?
Yeah, they
You get him? Got him.
got him.
Got to grab a spanner. Spammer.
Getting spammers on my blog too, and on my Substack.
Yeah, me too. Spammers and Nazis. Holy crap, the
Yeah.
Nazis are coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
Bullshit, disapproved, resubmit in 90 days. I love it.
Yeah. I have the cover sheets that we used to use back in the day. I need to print up some more copies of those. We're going to have some fun with those.
No, as far as Veterans Day, go out and have fun.
Yeah.
What's left of it, but don't. I'm seeing way too much navel gazing on social media, and that's not helpful. And honestly, I did a little of it myself, but holy crap, people took what I wrote and jumped.
Yeah.
A lot of navel gazing, not healthy. You navel gaze some other day. Go eat your free steak.
Yeah. Go talk to your friends.
Tip the waitress.
Yeah. If you eat a free meal, do remember to tip.
Tip, yeah, please
Yeah.
tip. I am Spanner, yeah. Yeah, it's. I don't want to say that introspection is unhealthy, but there's a certain level of introspection that ain't healthy, guys. Knock it off.
Yeah. We're still losing 17 to 20 people a day.
Oh, apparently he's wasn't a spammer.
Okay. Sorry about that, Belt Loop.
We thought you were one of the automated spammers that keep showing up.
Yeah, we've had problems with spammers lately. This channel is about anything and everything. We have no rails.
And we
we have no rails, and we have had a significant problem with spammers.
yes, we have.
So that's why you only got a short timeout instead of a long one. So
Oh,
I
man.
apologize.
I said
And no, yeah, we have no filter either.
we do not have a filter, and we have no idea what we're going to talk about. Chat, no, chat doesn't. But like I said, a little bit of introspection is not bad. But today, live, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't wallow in self pity.
Doesn't do a damn bit of good.
You're a veteran. Act like it.
And reach out to your friends. Reach out to folks that you served with.
Yep.
I heard from a guy I literally had not heard from in over 40 years today. Called me out of the blue. We caught up. You reach out to somebody, you may be the person that saves that other person's life.
Yeah. If you served, reach out to some of your buddies.
Yeah.
Take a minute and reach out to buddies. Touch your buddy.
Yeah.
Get in touch with your buddy. That came out wrong. That came out wrong.
You're one of those people.
We are veterans, but don't. I volunteered for it. I appreciate the thanks, but
Yeah.
not necessary. I knew what I was doing when I walked into it.
Yeah. I
Um,
appreciate that, Belt Loop. But yeah, we did what we had to do when we were there.
I signed up because I was young and angry, and military kept me from having a felony. God's honest truth, or multiple felonies. God's honest truth.
Signing up with the Navy kept me out of the draft.
I had just moved here from Africa, and I had been reading about America in my father's Louis L'Amour novels, and the Robert Heinlein novels that the engineers had. And when I got here, my father died shortly thereafter. And America wasn't as free as Africa was, which was really odd. At 16, I got picked up multiple times by the local fuzz for doing stuff that in Nigeria or Southern Africa or Morocco was okay.
Yeah.
Like walking into a local drugstore asking for half a pound of iodine crystals.
Yeah.
Woo! Dad died, and I was in a country I wasn't happy to be in. Lost my father, which at a bad time, and my uncle basically took me down and said, "Pick one, or I'll kick your butt." And I was angry. I was scary smart, angry young 18-year-old. And Army, I have to say, military did me well.
Yeah. Yeah, Belt Loop, the channel's called Old NFO because I am a retired naval flight officer. I flew 11 years in P3s as a tactical coordinator. So, and I'm kind of known by that on the internet and a few other places.
I will guarantee you that the Marine Corps, the day after, on November 11th, 4 of them woke up with hangovers and said, "We did what?"
Yeah.
I'll guarantee it.
I could just imagine J.D. Vance if he was in the White House.
Oh my God.
I did what last night?
I posted a one-shot Task and Purpose, I think.
Yeah.
Did this lovely one-shot cartoon with the Secret Service addressing J.D.
Yes.
Vance. It's like, sir, you can't do that in the Lincoln bedroom.
Yeah.
I'm not drunk.
Get off the
Chandelier, sir.
chandelier.
The halls of Montes. Yep.
Oh, yes. Interesting times.
Oh, interesting is one way of putting it.
Yeah. Well, Marine Corps balls are always interesting. Usually for law enforcement the next morning.
No kidding. Woo!
or if you're Navy Shore Patrol, God
happiest
forbid.
happiest fighting drunks I've ever had to arrest.
Yeah. Oh, you mean I don't have to fight you? No, you don't have to fight me. Just you come with me.
I have to admit, most of the mutual combatants
Yeah.
I had to deal with during Marine Corps balls, I had somebody come get them.
Yeah.
They weren't worth booking in.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the Marine Corps ball. As long as everybody's got all their eyeballs, go. Somebody go pick you up. Yeah, go. Just
Either call a sergeant major or call the colonel. Especially call the colonel if you got the sergeant major.
Marine Corps birthday was white girl wasted. No kidding.
Yeah.
Woo! My favorite is the number of unaffiliated assaults.
Yeah.
In large cities anywhere near a Marine Corps ball, because somebody's always got to get stupid.
Yeah.
Some non-Marines always got to get stupid and try to mug a Marine or a group of Marines or
Oh
something.
God, what was that? 5 or 6 years ago down in L.A. They had the Marine Corps ball in L.A. for some reason, and apparently they the locals found out it was not a good idea.
There's that story about the Toys for Tots, and I don't know. It's apocryphal. I like to think it's true, so it's true. About somebody trying to mug the Marines for Toys to Tots.
Yeah.
And produced a knife, and broke his arm, his wrist, and four ribs falling off the curb.
Yeah.
I like to think that's true.
Yeah, well, I know we had a meeting up in Baltimore at Inner Harbor.
Mhm.
And when I say we, myself and 3 guys from Marine Combat Developments, 2 of whom happen to still be on active duty.
Okay.
And the other guy was a retired Marine. And we were down in the Inner Harbor, went down to grab something to eat. And we got told to be careful. We said, yeah, fine. It's like 3 blocks to the hotel. We can walk 3 blocks. Well, sure enough, about a block down the street from the restaurant, these 4 dudes come out of the alley. And it's like, hey, man, we need some money. Why don't you guys just give us your money? Like, really, dude? You're really going to fucking do this? Now, one of the guys with us was black.
Mhm.
And he's going, you are stupid. You're picking on the wrong people. You need to go away now. Why, man? You one of us. Well, it went rodeo.
Went rodeo from there, didn't it?
Yeah. And I managed to slide to the side and trip one guy, and he might have impacted a step with his head. Gee, sorry about that. And we kept on, walked to the hotel. And one of the guys is going, damn it, this was my new sports coat.
I was somewhere, I forget where. I picked up a tail, 2 or 3, and I couldn't lose them, so I headed for the embassy. And they cut me off right outside the embassy. And Ian was about to have a very bad day. Some other folks were too, but I was about to have a very bad day. I heard there was a Marine in the blue and tan.
Yeah.
And you've never seen Bulgarians move so fast. I did not realize the Bulgarians were scared of the Marines.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, belt loop, FAFO. Except we use it the other F.
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one of the Marine guards at the gate came out to see what was going on. Bing!
Yeah.
They was gone.
What are you saving the DD-214? Yeah. I have multiple copies in multiple locations.
And apparently now you have to get each one. You can't use copies anymore. You have to get from
For fuck's sake.
the VA. You can't use a copy. They all have to be original documents.
Yeah.
Like my FS-240.
Yeah.
I can't copy anymore. They've all got to be original documents at $50 a copy.
Belt loop, please don't ask your mother to ever watch this then.
Oh no.
We are not politically correct
We're in,
in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
we cuss a lot.
Yeah.
We swear a lot.
We're military,
X.
ex law
Used to be
enforcement,
military.
and various other things.
Yeah. There's a story running around that the Iraqis were terrified of the Marines
Yeah.
because they were told the Marines were had to kill a family member in basic.
Yeah.
Bulgarians were just as scared. It was fun to watch.
If you think about it, the Marines, since day 2, have taken what's supposed to be a negative and turned it into a joke or a positive.
Right.
You know, like devil dogs. That was
Two-
supposed to be an
200.
insult in World War One. And the Marines went, hey, we
That's the-
like that.
Coolest insult we've ever
Yeah.
heard.
Jarheads.
Other than
Because of the collars. Hey, yeah, we do look like jarheads.
showing black SUVs for the hell of it, right?
Yeah.
I pulled over an SUV one time, black Suburban. This would be 94 or 95 up in the Panhandle.
Yeah.
And Mayor and I've been heading for Pantex.
Yeah.
And it ran a red light in Clarendon, and I got in behind it. And woo! And guys, the MP5s got out.
Yeah.
DOE back in the 90s, those DOE couriers were not effing around.
Well, just like the ones that were following the Southern Air Transport trucks
Right.
with all the antennas on them. Yep, World War One, Bella Wood. There's so many battles.
Demanding original documents is how they delay having to do anything. You're correct.
Yeah.
Remembering it took me 5 years to get a copy of my FS 240.
Finally.
Finally. And I don't know. I have no clue where my DD2. I haven't seen my DD 214 in 30 years.
Belt loop, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There are a number of people that could not get in for various reasons
Or just didn't want to do it.
or didn't want to do it. It was not for everybody.
Perfectly valid response.
Yeah.
The military is not for everybody. It really isn't.
Yeah.
It's barely for the ones of us that went in.
Non-savant. I hope the hell that you did not paint it the same color gray as the damn highway. I almost nailed one of those sumbitches the other day, one of those new damn Toyotas.
No kidding. I hate those things.
They're flat black or they're flat gray.
They're concrete gray.
Yeah, and going into the sun, I did not see that son of a bitch, and I almost ran slap over him. Yeah.
They're friggin' matte concrete gray.
Yeah.
And that's a dumb idea. I don't mind the matte colors. They're kind of cool, but nothing that blends into the background, guys. If you're in a vehicle, don't buy a vehicle that blends into the background.
Yeah, Bill, that's definitely true. A whole lot that love the service, love the country, but no longer trust our government to do squat. Yeah.
I'm actually setting aside a weekend to go see Bill.
Yeah.
That's going to shock him, but I'm actually setting aside a weekend to go see him.
Yeah.
I've decided that I just need to go. I need to get out of here.
Well, folks, we've wasted another hour of your time.
Holy crap, we have.
Yeah. Subaru does that too. Understand you got the silver one.
I knew Bill was going to say that.
Yeah.
I have done Bill dirty a couple of times.
Mhm.
That not on purpose, but I do need to get up there into that range.
Yeah. So Belt Loop, since you're new on here, I'll just tell you, we do this library anthology. We're waiting on Cedar and Amy right now. Everything's in final. So I'm waiting on the two of them to work out what they're doing. We're on Tuesday from 4 to 5 p.m. Central. We're on Thursday from noon to 1 Central. Twice a week.
Last time I apparently government documents in the last 4 or 5 years, they've stopped accepting copies. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just the functionaries I'm dealing with, but you can't even bring in a notarized copy.
Yeah.
It's got to be original from the department with all of the funky seals on it.
Well, good luck getting that, because
No kidding.
mine didn't have any of that in 1992 when I
Eight-
retired.
85 or
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, folks. Yeah, and Cedar is busier than the proverbial one-arm paper hanger. Yeah.
The library
And
anthologies had a bumpy road this time, hadn't it?
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, white car is easier to match the paint and cool in the summer. Yes.
And Jim figures out really quick. I tend to buy a car that's in the color that the most of that car were produced
Yeah.
in that time frame. I had a 2002 GMC in bronze, and there are 40
Dirt
squillion
brown.
2002 GMCs in that color,
Dirt brown.
dark brown. And I have been followed by trainees who wound up following a farmer.
Yeah. You file your original at the courthouse. Yeah. All right, folks. Appreciate everybody staying with us today. If you're a veteran, go get your free meal.
And don't indulge in navel gazing.
Yeah.
Go have a good time. Call a friend and have a good time.
And everybody else, thank you for joining us. If you're part of the family of the military, we appreciate what you have put up with over the years. And thank you for hanging with your significant other.
Yeah. The pouch is a boil pouch.
Boiling pouch.
It says
boil in
it
a
may
pouch.
explode, Richard. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Remember, folks, don't sweat the petty stuff. Don't pet the sweaty stuff.
Y'all be safe.
We'll see you Thursday. Bye.